Hello everybody, welcome back to yet another episode of Newsbytes. Sorry for missing out on the past week. Things have been happening lately which I will go ahead and show in future videos. But anyway, into Newsbytes. What are we looking at today? Well, today the 3060 Ti is released. Over 1,000 Scalper orders have allegedly been cancelled. And PS2, oddly enough, running on an Xbox Series X. All this and more after the intro card. And of course, as always, there are timestamps down in the description down below. Alright, so kicking off today's topics, RTX 3060 Ti release. Yes, the RTX 3060 Ti has finally hit the shelves in a somewhat surprise announcement because it's kind of came out of the blue. I'm not sure if, you know, Nvidia did announce that they was going to be releasing it like a week ago or something, but for me this feels like this came out of the blue. But anyway, so the 3060 Ti has released today. So far, its performance appears to be outpacing the 2080 Super at only $399 or £369 with 8GB of GDDR6, 4,864 CUDA cores at some 1.67 GHz base clock, and well, that's where the good news ends, because the reason why this video is so late, I'll go ahead and check what the stock situation was like. Within 20 minutes, possibly less, pretty much it completely sold out in the UK. Now, this is not saying that it had a bad amount of stock. It didn't. Allegedly, this has had the stock of the 3070, the 3080 and the 3090 combined, but still managed to sell out within, well, less than half an hour. The Founders card, however, is the only card that seems to be below £400 in the UK so far that I have personally seen. There may be others, I haven't seen them yet. Many of them are ranging in £420 to £500, you know, a fair bit over that, but in fairness, these are all aftermarket coolers. Not really saying that the stock cooler is bad, but it makes it some interesting observations. And of course, because, you know, despite this being filmed less than an hour after release, there are already scalpers putting them up on eBay for auction, and of course, buy it now prices, which are, well, in some cases, double MSRP. But yes, 3060 Ti is out. If you manage to get one, good luck. Yeah, well, good job even. And hey, let me know how it is in the comments. I'd love to hear about it because I am probably not going to be able to get a hold of one for a while, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on it and how it was being able to get one. Anyway, moving on, over 1,000 scalper orders, well, have been cancelled. So recently, over 1,000 Series X orders of a certain scalper group, who we'll mention in a minute, were recently cancelled after the group bragged online about it. The store in question cancelled the orders after they realised a loophole allowed customers to buy more than one unit at a time, aka buying very high quantities of, you know, the Series X. Well, as a result of this, they've also cancelled orders for all the other customers that bought in at their stock, and of course they're going to rework the system, and hopefully everybody will get their money back within 3 days of, you know, this happening. But it does mean that over 1,000 Xboxes will not be going in the hands of, well, some nasty people that we like to call scalpers. I mean, they're not necessarily nasty people, but they're assholes. I'm just going to be playing about it. I don't like scalpers. Anyway, so the store in question was very in the UK, you know. Good on us. Finally managed to start to sort this problem out, but this probably isn't necessarily going to be a big win. And the scalper group in question is actually Crep Chief Notify. Yes, Crep Chief Notify is just having so many orders cancelled. And this comes less than a week after them saying they have no regrets over hiking the price on over 3,500 PS5s. So I think this is a bit of swift karma and justice hitting down on them, because scalpers don't deserve to win. Don't give your money to scalpers. Even if you're desperate, just hold out. If you give them money, they will take your money and they will continue to rise the price. If you don't give them anything, if you just wait patiently, which is so hard to do in this day and age, which is so hard to do in a pandemic, trust me, the price will come down, because scalpers know they cannot just feast off you anymore. And finally, the last topic for today, which is something that I just wanted to add because I thought it was really, really freaking cool, right? So, the Xbox Series X and Series S, you know, they've got backwards compatibility. You can play Xbox One games, you can play all the previous Xbox backwards compatible games like 360 games and Xbox Originals on them. But now we've got a new set of backwards compatibility that nobody is really expecting. Well, it turns out in developer mode, you can actually run various emulation softwares, which has, well, as a direct result of this, have allowed people to go ahead and play PlayStation 2 titles. Yes, PlayStation 2. So these, like, what, nearly 20-year-old games on an Xbox. It's ridiculously cool. I mean, it's probably not legal and it's probably not going to last long, but it's incredibly cool. It is limited to only 2 GB of RAM, and it does have stability issues as a result of, you know, emulating a 20-year-old console on a completely different platform, and not even it being on a PC. It's going to have tons of issues, but even still, it's ridiculously cool that people have managed to do this. And, well, credits for this do go to, for me, one to a article on Metro, which first went and told me about this, but also to Modern Vintage Game. I will leave a link to his video where he goes into details about how it works and all that lot. But yeah, really cool stuff, being able to see a PlayStation game being played on an Xbox despite never being released on it. It's so cool. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that one in because that one actually really made me smile when I saw it. But yeah, it's not a super long video today, so well, that's where we're going to have to leave it anyway. So, like the video, like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Any thoughts, questions, leave a comments down below. Sources for everything down in the description down below, as I always do. Also timestamps if you want to go back to any particular topic. Also in the description is my Facebook, Discord, Patreon, and Twitch page, all which you can find in that description down below. Hit that subscribe button, notification bell for more content from me. As always, it's the 117con signing off. Stay safe out there, folks, and I will catch you all in the next one. Until then, ta-ra.